My bad, y'all laid the cards out and then had to go do some shit real quick. So because it wasn't all that long, I just said, fuck it, we just gonna start with this. What I'm getting here, so you got the Hierophant, the Star, the World card, the King of Wands. In the center of your reading, you got the Four Swords, then followed by the Sun, the Moon, the Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Emperor, and then when I split the deck and set it down, it's the Six of Wands and the Strength card. So, what I'm really getting here for real, especially with all these major arcanas out here, starting off, like I said, the first card out though is the Hierophant, followed by the Star, the World, the Sun, the Moon, and Strength over here. Damn, and right up under that is the Devil. It's like the Most High saying, let it be known from this day forward, because I said so. That's what I'm getting from this card, man. Because I said so. That you are the star. And whatever you want, you can have. The world talks about completion, mastery of, like yourself. The star card just basically saying that you master being, not really master, but you listening to the divine. You listening to the Most High. And with this King of Wands, it's giving you your confidence to make action, take thoughts and make action. I know I ain't saying that right, but for some reason that's how it's coming out. And then the Four Swords is like, you just need to rest right now. The divine is telling you just chill, just rest. This is the time where you need to be just reflecting. Obviously, you done got your ass kicked for a while now, is what I'm hearing. Especially with this Strength over here. Yeah, you've been going through some shit for a while. But whatever you went through, whatever you going through, with the sun out here and the star, your light shines so fucking bright right now. It's almost like you in a God type of energy. And the moon, and what you don't see, is you got motherfuckers in the Nine of Swords over this energy that you carrying right now. Because your fucking truth, you standing in your truth, got all these other motherfuckers in mental conflict. And then, like I said, you got Eight of Swords right here. What's that? 17, right? Ain't that motherfucker 17? 9 plus 8? Brings you right back to the star. Your star-ass energy. Like your star, like you in this otherworldly-ass energy right now. It's then elevated you up to the Emperor. You got structure in your life. Be a father figure, maybe not, but that's just the energy. Confirmation. But your strength is what's gonna give you this, is what's giving you this victory. Out of all these motherfuckers that done shitted on you, done talked about you, done, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, all behind your back. You see that? Strength to the Six of Wands. Your strength is what's giving you this victory. You being able to say, fuck that shit, and just shut down from everybody. Because you listening to the divine. There's got a lot of people fucked up right now. I'm not even going to take those for real. But the Empress and the Ace of Cups. I didn't want to take them, but shit, so I just felt like. So the Emperor to the Empress to the Ace of Cups. You got somebody else coming your way, or you got somebody else in your energy. Goddamn. Another motherfucking major arcana with the Empress. Man. Whoever your motherfucking counterpart is, they must be shining in the light too, cause shit. Yeah. The Emperor, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, collective? Like, you feel me? Type of motherfucking energy y'all embodying right now. Hey, real shit, man. Man. I mean, y'all ain't gonna really believe this shit, but I got the motherfucking picture on my phone. I'll fuck around, post that shit sometime after this video or something. But I sent my lady a picture and shit, and behind my head was a motherfucking halo and shit. I know this shit might sound crazy as fuck, especially the way this motherfucking reading just came out. I don't know, I guess I'm part of the collective, but for real, I make these videos and shit for y'all, man, so, like I said, I had this little halo over my head, and her kids noticed this. They was like, what the hell, he got a halo over his head, and I noticed it after I sent the picture. I ain't even see it, like, when I had, so, but, I don't know, I was just thinking, that shit made me just think about that shit. Like, you and whoever you with, man, y'all got some crazy ass energy. But back to your energy, though. Like I said, I just feel like the divine is just trying to tell you right now, like, because I said so, the time is now for your life to change. You got a lot of positive cards out here. This Ace of Cups, the Sun, the World, the Star, the Hierophant. Yeah. And it's going to fuck a lot of people up, because a lot of people done tried to shit on you. They didn't try to shit on you. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? When you was fucked up, I bet wasn't nobody there. You couldn't call a motherfucker to talk to nobody. Everybody probably didn't even want to talk to your ass. You know what I'm saying? But now that you coming up in this type of energy, shit, I bet everybody trying to fuck with you. You feel me? 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of that, but I'm gonna go and put this one up real quick. Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers is in mental conflict about your glow up, and you was just doing this shit behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You probably still doing it behind the scenes, because that's what you being guided to do. But when a motherfucker see you, oh boy, when a motherfucker see you though, you shining like a motherfucker. Shining bright like a diamond. You feel me? And with that Sun card, with the way that this motherfucking Sun card, you know what I'm saying, with the face and the motherfucking Sun, and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they probably don't know this, but, you get information and downloads from the Sun, so, like, in a way the Sun is alive, sentient, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it talks to you. It's the Sun. And I ain't finna go off and break all that other shit down or get off into all that shit right now. But, maybe I might create another channel and we can just sit back and talk about that kind of shit. Because, shit, this the soul tribe. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit, whatever y'all want to talk about or whatever I feel like I want to talk about as far as some shit, I should be able to do that. And shit, like-minded folks gonna, we're gonna all flock together, so to speak, or like they say. But, yeah, man, you just letting the divine pour into you right now. You listening. You listening. You paying attention. You using your intuition. You don't go into the forest woods without paying attention. It's 4 swords. You feel me? Like, one of these swords in his head, like hovering over his head, the other one towards his feet, and the other two in the middle. That's stability. He pent down. Them 4 points, if that shit hits you, you ain't getting up. You pent down for crucial points. You pent down. You got no choice but to reflect, see what's going on. You know, something like a page of pentacles. Page of cups, where you got to do a little introspection and, you know, like, see where you went wrong and shit, or, you know, assess situations. But yeah, you got something positive coming though, for real. You just need to stay positive. Like I said, the 7 of Pentacles. What am I want to kind of clarify the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Because your truth is your truth with this Queen of Swords. Like, you know. Maybe, honestly, shit. That Queen of Swords could be somebody else, too. Seeing as how I don't see none of that type of bullshit out here, I'm just kind of taking it as you embodying, you know, masculine and feminine energies, and just being able to shit. You got a wand and a motherfucking sword. You feel me? And a cup and a pentacle. Shit, you don't give like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I just feel like you just in a whole nother type of energy. I see you embodying all this shit. 9 of Wands came out in reverse, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you was a wounded warrior, like I said, but you in this star energy right now with this month, with the sun and the world. You got a lot of shit to be happy about. You done probably put down a lot of burdens. You like, fuck that shit. Why am I still feeling like this? I ain't, you know, yeah, I did some wrong, but shit, but you know, you probably starting to understand that just because shit happens in your life, you know, everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna say that. And a lot of these fucked up situations that you done had in your life, now you starting to really realize that all that shit was for a reason. You starting to realize that all that shit happened for a reason, because you feel, you know, like, you probably feel like you a chosen one or something, or like you part of the 144,000 or some shit like that. You know, in that shit crazy as fuck, because as I said, that the motherfucking I looked at the King of Wands and the 4 Swords, and that's 14 and 4, 144,000. And then my motherfucking phone went off and dropped to the motherfucking floor. This shit crazy. Confirmation. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah. It's like you, the wounded warrior in reverse. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't really feel wounded no more. You know, you felt like that shit for a minute, probably, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you learn to release that shit and let it go while you sitting in this 4 Swords. You realizing shit. Ain't no need for you to hold on to certain energies, because that shit is not for you. Judgment. And temperance. Yeah. You calling judgment on all these situations, or you letting divine call judgment on all these situations for you, is bringing balance in your life, man. 6 of Cups, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is looking at you now like, God damn, who the fuck is this nigga? You feel me? You letting the motherfucking divine blow this trumpet is bringing balance and peace back into your life. That's how that shit's working out. And this 6 right here, this 6 of Cups, shit, like I said, you got a lot of motherfuckers probably thinking about you, reminiscing, Wondering what you doing because you ain't calling, you ain't texting, you ain't giving a fuck no more. But how can you? Look, 4 cups. How can you? You worried about what you got going on. You ain't worried about that shit. Let them sit in that regret. Let them sit in that. You are worried about the 1 cup that's being given to you. You know goddamn well fuck them other 3 cups that's on the ground. You ain't in regret. Somebody else in regret. Everybody that plays with you, every time they think about your ass, every time you pop out with something new or something, motherfuckers is fucked up about it. They fucked up about it. Because how could you, out of all motherfuckers, be the one? You shining bright like a diamond, what? 6 of Pentacles, now you receiving even, give, and take. Because you listening to the divine, man. The Most High is giving you every fucking thing you need. This Hierophant over here is like your fucking spirit guide. It's, you know what I'm saying? Because I said so. Most High ain't playing. Not about you. King of Pentacles. Yeah. Looking good. Stable. Able to motherfucking give to motherfuckers if you need to. You feel what I'm saying? Very stable. Ain't no fake flexing when that shit coming up right. You got it. You ain't gotta be no millionaire neither. Knight of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. No, it's 7 of Swords. So your money coming in, so you know what I'm saying, it's a little slow, but you making it do what it do. Like I said, you know, this is a slow process right here. This shit ain't gonna just bow happen overnight. But like you said, because I said so from this day forward, you are the star. It's coming your way. It's gonna be there. It's coming your way. Your money gonna grow just in time. Just when, hey, like, watch what I'm telling you. 7 of Swords. Yeah, I bet motherfuckers is trying to run and hide and sneak off and don't want no parts, don't want no smoke. You feel what I'm saying? You in this type of energy, who the fuck won't smoke with you? The fuck? 5 of Swords. And I'm going to put that on top of the 4 because you picking and choosing your battles. You picking and choosing your battles now. Ain't no need to just rush in there and just motherfucking make haste and just, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And this is in your present. It's past, present, future. You feel what I'm saying? Three of Pentacles, because you're working with the divine, you're working with the universe. You're more balanced with this damn Temperance card. You're balanced now. You feel me? You balanced. You don't need to just rush in there and just fix every goddamn thing like you used to. You don't need to people please and overgive and do all that bullshit. The shit left you in motherfucking spiritual poverty and real poverty. You done gave to motherfuckers and gave and gave and gave, and what do you have? What did you have? When it was all said and done, when it was time for you to go through your level up, your glow up, who the fuck was there to give you anything? Let's keep it real. Who the fuck was there to give you anything? But this motherfucking 5 of Wands, you had to fight, goddamn me. You knew what you had to do, and you probably just did it. One no, look, and that shit flipped over the Fool, because you just took that leap of faith and said, okay, all right, God, I surrender. I surrender. And once you surrendered, a lot of your problems just started to fade away slowly. Like I said, this don't look like some shit that's bound happened overnight. I don't even get that feel. I don't get that vibe. But it's been a steady process. It's been a steady process. You see what I'm saying? You did this shit. You built Rome day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour. You got you a little bit of sleep. You got your ass up. You went right back at it. You did this. But you got help. You definitely got some help coming in, whether you a man or a woman. The Emperor, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups. You most definitely got some type of help coming in, or that's in your life now, that's finna help balance all this shit out, and y'all gonna have an amazing beginning. For all the shit that you went through, this is probably your divine counterpart that's coming in that you didn't manifest and ask for. This person is finally here. They finally in this energy, man or a woman. You put yourself where you go. But this the major situation at the end. Y'all working together, pouring back and forth into each other, figuring shit out, making shit work. Hangman, Pisces energy. Yeah. Another motherfucking card that I think that's something like the Four of Swords for real. Like, that man suspended by his goddamn feet. He can't go nowhere. Where the fuck he gonna go? Another card that says God got you right where he want you. You can't move. And where the hell you gonna go if you suspended by your feet? Above the clouds. Shit, you gonna hold on. You better hold on to this motherfucking tree. You cut yourself, you die. You cut yourself loose, you die. Think about it. That's what that halo means. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Yeah, better think about it. Don't try to go back nowhere either. I don't know where that shit came from, but you know what I'm saying? I just heard that. Don't try to go back nowhere either. Wherever the fuck you at right now, leave. Wherever the shit's in the past, leave that shit alone. Could be very specific for somebody that needed that, but let that shit go. The world has already turned in your favor. Ain't no wheel of fortune out here, but actually, it's a wheel over here, sitting right there. The wheel has turned in your favor. Hell, after a 10 of swords, you feel me? And that's why you moving on. And with using all of your intuition. Using all of your intuition and collecting information as you go. You ain't playing? The Magician. How about we got Magician over here on another deck too? The Magician. Okay. And right up under that is the Hierophant again. Come on now. Come on now. The Most High speaking to you. He said because I said so. The fuck? Shit. Look at that. Because I said so. Because I said so. Bringing your blessings down. Releasing your blessings down to you. Because I said so. That's what that is. Well, that's your read collective shit. If you like the message, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the video. It'll help the channel grow. I appreciate doing reads for y'all, man. I'm going to try to get to a point where I'm doing this shit more consistent. It just work. I don't know, sometimes I don't be having the energy. You know, I ain't got to that point where should I do this shit full time yet. But, you know, like I said, I love tarot, man. I love reading these motherfucking cards. I love, you know, I love it. I ain't gonna even lie. Kind of got into it. I'm gonna say about this July. So about 8.5 months ago. You know what I'm saying? I was going through some shit. It wound up coming to my phone, and it kind of helped me through. You know what I'm saying? What I was going through, honestly. And then before I knew it, I was watching this shit every day. Video after video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a couple of readers that I really like and everything like that. But, you know, I like doing this shit myself too, though. You know, because, like, you know, one thing that I really realize is everybody reads these cards different. If you out here catching cards, you ain't gonna read these motherfuckers like I do. And I ain't gonna read these motherfuckers like you do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get y'all a message real quick before we get out of here from this old Kipper thing. And then, shit, yeah, we gonna just go about that. It's one of my actual off days. And I'm like, shit, let me go and start getting these motherfucking reads out there, man. Let me get this message out there. That motherfucker, every time the motherfucker turn on the motherfucking a channel or something, motherfucker like, you need to be doing this. You know, I'm like, damn, man, I know. You know what I'm saying? My intuition is fucking me up. It's like, nigga, you already know what you're supposed to be doing, so I'm doing my part. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all like them videos, man. Shit. Let's help get these messages out there. House. Courtship. Alright. Distant horizon. And wealthy man. That was the full official person on the bottom of the deck. Start with this. You taking off on this new journey. Shit. You taking off on this new journey. You actually letting go of all these burdens. Look, that anchor is dropped. That shit's gone. It ain't even attached to that boat. That boat got all vibrant colors. You feel me? That motherfucker gone. This all this rusty bullshit you had to deal with in your life, that shit gone. You releasing that shit. You just set sail into the world. A new world. Something telling you to take care of your house, meaning your body, so to speak. That's actually what the house can represent as well. I don't really take this as, you know, none of y'all physical houses in jeopardy or none shit. But just by it being so dark and gloomy, though, I would say, you know, I don't know, take a trip to the doctor, do something, figure something out. Some shit might not be right with the house. Courtship and wealthy man. Like I said, that Emperor-Empress relationship that you got brewing over here, that's what's gonna make you a wealthy man or woman. That's courtship. Not like you really need nobody to complete you. And look at that, 17 again. 17 again. That's gonna put you in that star type energy. That your relationship or whatever it is, like you said, nobody should ever complete you, but y'all two together shining like that. Yeah. Just be careful of overgiving like you probably did in the past. I don't know what, it's just something about the way this guy looking at this girl and she not looking at him directly for real. Got Cupid in the back. Just be careful. Like I said, don't fall into, it's good to use your heart. Excuse me, y'all. It's good to use your heart, but don't let your heart rule everything, so to speak. Like, learn how to be head above heart at times. Just don't overgive or lose yourself, even for this relationship. I just fucking noticed that both of these cards got initials in these goddamn things. Is that CM or GM? Look at that shit, y'all. I did not know that. Look at that. CM, CM, or GM, GM. Maybe that's somebody initials. Maybe somebody work at GM. All right, now I'm gonna leave it there. That's your read.